At the time of recording this, it has been well over 5 days since the first video in this series was released. Since it did so well, I wanted to make a second one, mostly because I thought you'd like it. But first, I'd like to give a huge thanks to the people who watched the first video, and I hope that level of enthusiasm surrounding our content continues for a long time. Without further ado, let's get into the video. 10 more reasons the Megalodon still exists! We've talked about this before, and we've provided the best evidence we could find. But there are still non-believers out there who think it's dead for real. So here are 10 more pieces of evidence that can conclusively prove once and for all that the Megalodon is still alive. Number 10. Space. We've already talked about the ocean that hasn't been very well explored, but what if I told you that we have seen even less of space? This makes it very possible that the Megalodon could be hiding in our solar system or even beyond. After all, we don't know how advanced they were, so they could be beyond the nearest star. Number 9. Mole sharks. The Megalodon could have burrowed underground. After all, how much of the underground planet have we explored? That's right, not a lot of it. Additionally, the Megalodon could have also evolved to have been able to dig deep undersea tunnels. Number 8. The Minilodon. The Megalodon could be floating among oceanic microorganisms by becoming a Minilodon, which would act like a Megalodon, but would be very, very small. This would be especially likely given the fact that we wouldn't be able to see the Megalodon on maps or by using satellite detection. Number 7. Shark Tale. Shark Tale has sharks, and the Megalodon is also a shark. Now, you may say that this argument is invalid given the fact that they don't look like Megalodons, but what if I told you that they could be, because we don't know what the Megalodon actually looks like? Number 6. Progression. It is entirely possible that we've not defeated a significant enough boss to allow the Megalodon to start spawning. In the last video, we talked about the spawn rates of the Megalodon, but it could be possible that we haven't met the sufficient criteria to get the Megalodon to spawn at all. So, all we need to do is defeat a strong enough boss to get the Megalodon to start spawning. Number 5. We are the Megalodon. The Megalodon could actually be us all along. As we said in the last video, the Megalodon was related to dogs as they both had teeth. But did you know that humans have teeth too? So we are obviously related to the Megalodons, but we forgot our origins. Number 4. Dream SMP canon lies. You may know that the Dream SMP is a plotline. But what if I told you that I knew what came next? Last in the plot, Squidward joined the server and took all the lives of everyone. What happens next will shock you. The Megalodon appears! But did you also know that it is confirmed that the Dream SMP is in real life but far in the past? So, the Megalodon had only one canon life left because it went extinct, but it's still alive and hiding away with Technoblade. Number 3. Offline for 3.6 million years. Have you ever had a friend on Steam or Minecraft that went offline but never got back on? Same premise here, but the Megalodon actually just signed off the Matrix and never returned since he didn't like the normal world. But they eventually decided that rejoining wasn't worth their time given how much the world had changed. Number 2. Unexplored land. You may have heard of the unexplored ocean and how big the ocean is big and stuff, but we are talking about the big picture. So what if the Megalodon was on land? It was only gone for 3.6 million years, so it could evolve if it just put its mind to it. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. For example, the real Megalodon was the friends we made along the way. Number 1. They remembered 6th grade. The Megalodon could have remembered their general 6th grade experience and, in all their cringe, decided to leave and never come back into contact with any fish for several years while they sorted out their life. That's the end of this video. I hope the evidence we provided has convinced you enough. So be sure to like and subscribe, or else you'll be unable to eat pizza for a month. Au revoir, mes amis.